Okay, good evening and welcome. We are at the EdDeeD Showcase. This is a program where we stream live and we showcase service providers who are making a difference to children and their families. Today we have the privilege of having Varalakshmi who is a founder of EQuShaala. Welcome, Varalakshmi, to EdDeeD Showcase.
Thank you, Manoj. Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here.
Wonderful, Varalakshmi. So let me start by my first question. Can you tell us a little more about yourself and what is your background? How did you start off? So tell me about your background, Varalakshmi, first.
Sure, yeah. As you were asking this question, my memory went back to my school days. Ever since my childhood, I've been one of those curious learners. I would say I would call myself as one of those obsessed students, who was obsessed with the studies, right? And with that, I entered the corporate world, and after serving almost close to 10 years, working for various top MNCs in India, then my family shifted to US, and again the curious cat in me and the learner in me came out, and I went to school again to do my MS in Business Analytics from University of Washington, Tacoma. And that is when I entered Microsoft there. And all these working with a diverse set of people, meeting people from different culture, background, added more to my bouquet of skills, leadership skills, and the thought process too, right? And after coming back to India, after a couple of years, I was at a choice point to pause and reflect. What is that I truly stand for, and what is the direction I want to head to? What is it that deeply resonates with me? That was the question I was having in my mind. And that's when I chose to do executive leadership from the Indian School of Business. And in parallel, I was also getting educated, my buckling up my qualifications on the coaching education and specializing in adolescent coaching too. And I would say ISB has a story to add here more as we speak further. And to serve the adolescent community, that's the area that I'm passionate about. That's what I found out. And to make justice to that, I'm also currently master trainer in All India Educators Forum. That way that I could give back to the educators community as well to empower our future leaders. Yeah, that's a short intro.
Wonderful. So corporate life moved into coaching, and then finally you found your calling in adolescent teaching, is what I understand. Wonderful journey there. So just without going too technical onto this, tell us a little more about EQuShaala. Tell us a little more about why did you start this? What is that gap that you found? What is emotional intelligence that you bring into this? So could you just give us some brief on that?
Sure. So as I was touching upon the my stint in the Indian School of Business, as I was doing the executive leadership program, that is when this curiosity in me, like I wanted to give back to the student community, grooming young leaders. I want to find out what is the pain point that they are going through. So I pitched this idea, and a couple of more friends joined, and discussed with professors, and we did a market research to understand the real gap. Almost met more than 120 plus stakeholders, interviewed them, met in person, and found out that there is a significant gap that's not been addressed. We focus heavily on academics, competitive skills, communication skills, and so on, but the emotional intelligence skills is heavily missing. And especially in today's world, fast-paced world, digitally driven world, AI-driven world, for adolescents, it made all the more sense. And that's when I was also doing the coaching education. And the curious cat in me asked again, like, why not bring in coaching and emotional intelligence to serve the adolescent community and use it as a powerful intervention? That's how it's all started. And I did a pilot, and that seemed to be successful. And that gave me the confidence to march forward in this path.
Okay. So Just to understand a little more on the programs that EQShaala is offering, I understand you focus on teenagers, 8th standard and above is what I understand. Can you throw a little more light on the programs that EQShaala is offering?
Yeah, so EQuShaala offers four programs currently. One is the group program, that is the entry point to EQuShaala's program. First, they need to go through the group program. And as you said, it starts from grade 8 onwards. The group program name is Navigate Adolescence with Confidence. That is the program. Once they complete it, then they could choose the path what they want based on their need. I would say here we are serving three types of persona. One is students who are distracted and not yet tapping into their potential. So for them, we have a program called Manage Distraction and Excel Academically. And number two, for students who are deep into the goal, competition, and everything, but not emotionally balancing out well. So for them, emotional expression and holistic living. And number three is discover your dream for students who are not clear where to go, what to do, kind of confused. So for them, it is a discover your dream program.
So
These are
three
the four.
programs, but these are addressed at three different age groups, or is it the same age group that you addressed?
Oh, it's pretty much the same age group depending on the need. Group program is the first one, and then individualized, personalized program are those three programs. And it is pretty much open for anyone from 8th grade to 12th grade. Yeah.
So you would understand a child needs a particular program, and then you will direct them into that program. Is that the model that you follow, or a parent
Right.
just chooses the program?
Yeah, we have a conversation. Once they complete this group program, then we have a conversation to understand what is it they want, where are they, and where do they see themselves going, and accordingly we pick the program. It's a mutually driven thing.
So you said it is for the teenagers. So why is it so relevant for them? Varalakshmi?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the age group that we are serving is teenagers from grade 8 onwards. As you see, right? As we see grade 8, grade 9, what comes to your mind immediately? It's immediate increase, steep increase in the academics, right? Everybody
Absolutely.
is so deep into that academics after
So
that.
much of uncertainty also on that time in terms of
Yeah,
children.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Right. Yeah. So the steep increase in academics adds more to the confusion on all of a sudden they feel overwhelmed, kind of distracted, don't know what to do, feeling an imbalance there. So that's number one. And number two is this adolescent stage itself. If you see, there's a lot of changes going on in their subs, right? Be it physical, emotional. It's a stage well known for its emotional changes, right? So that causes this imbalance in them if it's not regulated well, I would say. And number three, like adding fuel to the fire, is the social media and the peer pressure that they go through. So all these things makes it all the more relevant in today's world for them to focus on building their emotional intelligence muscle, I would say.
Wonderful. Okay. So that's about the programs that you have, and now coming to the parents, why should a parent enroll in an emotional intelligence coaching for a teenager? Very, very, very sharp question from the parent perspective.
Right, right, yeah. Um, I would add a couple of points here, though there are enough reasons to talk about. Um, Number one is we're all living in an era of information overload. Be it you or me, nobody is spared, and adolescents are not an exception, right? So they get bombarded right, left, and center, which kind of creates the emotions being piling up within them. That's what we see today. A lot of emotions being piled up within them, and when it gets kind of piled up and not regulated well, it automatically impacts their academics, their self-esteem, their social behavior, and so on, right? So, and more than looking at this as, oh, these problems could pop up, I would also step back and see this as an opportunity. WHO calls this as the second window of opportunity, the adolescent stage as a second window of opportunity, mainly because they are quick learners at this stage. Their learning speed is high. That's what they call as the neuroplasticity of the brain is what they call, right? Which means that when the learning is rapidly happening and they do need all this support and they are going through all these challenges that we discussed right now, isn't it the right time that we enable them with the skills? That's how I think about it.
Okay.
It's more like
Now coming to the
uh-huh.
yeah. Now
Yeah.
coming to the programs that you're offering. So, what are the upcoming programs that you have? We discussed about a program that is coming up starting August. So, what is that particular program? Who will need it, and what is the process for it?
Sure. The upcoming program is the group program, which is the entry point to EQuShaala's program. It is called Navigate Adolescence with Confidence. Pretty much emotional intelligence in the age of artificial intelligence, right? It is going to start from the first Sunday of August. It's going to be for 4 weekends from the convenience of their home. Pretty much students across India participate. And the more details could be found in the website navigatewithconfidence.eqshala.com. So that's the website. They could find more details and register there. I think we also have an early bird offer for folks who are interested to register in the next few days.
Okay. So this is an early bird offer that you have for parents who are going to register right now. The
Right.
program is listed in EdDeeD, so they can go to the EdDeeD link and register from there as well. So I've shared that link also in the live format that we have done. So that's a program coming up from August. This is for teenagers, 8th standard till 12th. Is that what we're
Right.
looking at? 8th standard
Yeah.
to 12th standard children. Navigate adolescence with confidence. That's a program that Varalakshmi is offering for you. One question that keeps coming up when I've also worked with children, parents come up and ask this question multiple times that, yeah, I definitely love this program. I want to have my child enroll in this program, but I don't think my child will be okay to enroll for this program. So, how do I convince my child to come and be part of this program?
You asked $1 million question, Manoj. Now, yeah, that's the question I often keep hearing. So to address that, I've come up with something called this virtual office hour. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought about this as parents were asking me very frequently, and so now we have this virtual office hour set up. Once they register, or they'll be sent out notifications, and we have a virtual office hour that's coming up on a scheduled dates, and they'll share more details, so they could join along with their kid and get their questions hashed out. Yeah. So
Okay.
even
So
if they want to hash
you
it out and then register, that's fine too. Yeah. So
okay, so this is more like a demo that you kind of have a one-to-one with them to understand, make them understand what they're enrolling for, and is that how it functions?
more like a short demo, I would say.
Okay,
Yeah, to help them understand. And probably there are some questions that they have reservations with, then that could be hashed out.
fantastic. Okay, so that's Varalakshmi Tyagarajan from EQuShaala, an emotional intelligence coach, and she's offering some phenomenal programs for children. And I know emotional intelligence is relatively very new to the adolescent space, the teenage space, and that's an area that she's going to cover. But as we speak more with Varalakshmi, we realize that there is definitely a need for more such programs, and that is what Varalakshmi is doing for the teenagers. So I request parents to look up to Varalakshmi's EdDeeD page. I will share the link on the chat box. It is available on eddeed.com. Search for the emotional intelligence program that Varalakshmi is offering and enroll for it. I'm very sure that's going to make a lot of difference for your children. Thank you so much, Varalakshmi, for being part of the EdDeeD showcase. And I hope we were able to open some doors for the parents to think about these programs for their children. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Manoj, and thank you to all the viewers. It was an absolute pleasure to share this space with you today and share my thoughts to see those thought process in parents, and looking forward to interact with many of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.